Another men's Premier League doubleheader, another chance for two teams to show their stuff in the top tier of Irish men's basketball. Starting five for C&S UCC Demons: Colin O'Reilly, Kyle Hosford, Limon Colbert, Niall Murphy and Kieran O'Sullivan. For DCU Saints, the returning Graham Brannelly, along with Kevin O'Hanlon, Martin Neary, Archie Makarenko and the newly arrived Dwayne Johnson for DCU Saints under head coach Joey Boylan. Two form teams. Demons unbeaten since October. DCU with 3 wins on the trot now, and no coincidence that that has coincided with the arrival of their big American Dwayne Johnson. Matt Hall on commentary this afternoon. This one could have been a sleeper hit, as Colin O'Reilly said first off, but with the research in DCU Saints, there will be no chance for complacency at the National Basketball Arena this afternoon. Matt, how do you see this one shaping up?
DCU will be looking for a good start, get a bit of confidence. As you say, they're on a good run of late. Dwayne's brought a lot of extra confidence to the team, so they'll be looking to get a firm footing into the game the first couple of minutes. UCC, as we know, high-scoring team, so DCU will have to play defence well just to keep themselves in the game, and hopefully they'll get their offensive firepower working early.
Well, certainly Graham Brannelly looks keen on his return to the side. He was missing for the win over UL Eagles last Sunday. Here's Kyle Hosford for C&S UCC Demons. Niall Murphy had a torrid time with injury last season, but he's back in the squad and back in the starting lineup, where he joins Limon Colbert, who opens the scores for C&S UCC Demons. They lead 2-0. Kevin O'Hanlon now, a live wire point guard, feeds the big man. But it's messy for Johnson, who combines with Neary to set up another drive at the basket. It's spilled loose fortuitously for Brannelly. But it's a Demons possession. Hosford, here's O'Sullivan, Colin O'Reilly. Straight pass in, and another chance for Limon Colbert, and another 2 points for C&S UCC Demons American.
Yeah, Colbert's very much got the size advantage there as O'Hanlon goes right down the lane and gets a score. Nice score back for DCU. Coast to coast
for DCU Saints.
Yes, Limon Colbert very much got the size advantage inside. The first couple of times down, Demons have gone inside to him. Johnson will have to find a way of stopping him, or it'll be a long night for him.
Colbert, one of the best one-on-one players in the men's Premier League, might fancy another hop off for Dwayne Johnson, but this time it's kicked to Kyle Hosford for 3. Demons are off to a flyer. Makarenko now at a slightly slower tempo and hits the brakes and shoots the 3, but it's back with Demons, who'll break. There's a trident of Demons on the attack. It's fallen to O'Sullivan, it's missed by Murphy. It's back with Hosford. This time O'Reilly in the corner as Brannelly breaks for DCU Saints. Here's Dwayne Johnson, clearly aware of the Demons' reputation. This will be his first time up against the men's Premier League champions. Here's Kyle Hosford, gets around O'Hanlon, cuts back for O'Reilly with the 3. Still a 5-point lead for C&S UCC Demons. Interesting matchup there between Neary and O'Reilly, but it's Makarenko with the drive and hits the runner and doubles DCU Saints' tally. Slight issue with picture at the moment. Please bear with us. Be sure to listen out for what's coming your way. Here's Niall Murphy. Audio only for the moment. We'll go radio style at the National Basketball Arena as Kevin O'Hanlon drives down, feeds Brannelly on the move. It's back with Johnson. Look for the rip from Colin O'Reilly, but the whistle has blown and it's DCU Saints with the advantage. O'Reilly coughs up the foul there, and it'll be DCU Saints with the inbounds through Kevin O'Hanlon with 7:10 to go in this first quarter. And it's inside, and the first dunk of the afternoon for Dwayne Johnson. Dwayne Johnson straight off the inbound there. An easy one, Matthew Hall, for DCU Saints to get back in.
Yeah, great set play from the end line for DCU. Demons will be pleased with the tempo of the game early on. down a point as Horsford goes to the basket there, and a chance to take the lead for DCU.
Here comes O'Hanlon, feeds Johnson again. It's back with O'Hanlon. Dish to Graham Branley with the reverse layup, and DCU have the lead with 6:40 to go in the first. 8 points to 7, the advantage against Demons, who haven't scored in a couple of minutes. Here's Kieran O'Sullivan. And your picture has returned to you at this point. Apologies for the inconvenience there. Here's Kyle Hosford to Murphy. O'Reilly with Makarenko for attention. It's back with Hosford. Good combination there, and it's created a free 3-point opportunity for O'Reilly, which eventually drops. Demons retake the lead. But it's Neary now with the advancing. And Johnson checks back, calms it down. Branley for a 3. Off the back of the rim, rebound, defensive for Kieran O'Sullivan. Feeds Niall Murphy in the corner as his teammates arrive. O'Reilly sets the screen, Hosford sneaks through, puts it back to Niall Murphy. A free shot in the corner, makes it count. Demons now with a 5-point lead.
Yeah, as I mentioned, Demons would be happy with the tempo early. They missed a couple of threes, but the last 2 times down, DCU just gave them too many looks, and Colin, followed by Niall Murphy, made a 3, and nothing's gone in from the 3-point range there so far for DCU.
A 6-0 run for Demons has them back out in front as Kieran O'Reilly goes inside to Liam Colbert. Didn't need the dunk, happy to take the 2. Kevin O'Hanlon went for the chest pass, but it was telegraphed to Martin Neary, and Kieran O'Sullivan got hands in the way.
You see the defense from Demons. Kieran O'Sullivan just gets to handle it, but 15 points in the first 5 minutes of the first quarter is very much Demons' pace. DCU won't be able to keep up that for the whole game, so Coach Joey Boylan will be hoping they can tie Demons down a little bit.
Nice pass from Makarenko to set up the open 3 for Martin Neary. And it's Makarenko this time, steps into the passing lane and makes the steal, but has conceded possession. Here's Niall Murphy. Adrian O'Sullivan is checked into the game and drives to the basket, misses the finish. It's still live, and Colin O'Reilly with the offensive rebound and the 2. O'Hanlon takes on O'Sullivan, gets it to Branley, took the bump but got the pass away, and it's set up Neary at the top of the key. Back with Hanlon. Branley pops up in the corner, and Adrian O'Sullivan will drive, puts it over the top. It's open for Colin O'Reilly, and Branley just couldn't get back quick enough for O'Reilly to make the layup.
Yeah, Demons pace here, a couple of missed threes, and when the threes aren't going in for DCU, they're going to struggle. They need to get a couple of easy baskets inside in order to get themselves in the game here.
Makarenko with the spin, unlucky there as it doesn't go in, and O'Reilly eventually gathers. Has Niall Murphy, big pass down court, sweet finish from Niall Murphy as the duo acknowledge each other.
Fantastic fast break basketball from UCC Demons, and I think Coach Joey Boylan was talking over. He'll be looking for timeout next time down.
Not much help for O'Reilly, one-on-one against Dwayne Johnson, but he's done enough. This time, Johnson with the finish. As O'Reilly and Makarenko hit the deck, and we've seen now in a couple of the run-back shots that Niall Murphy does appear to have trouble with his finger, but here's Johnson.
Yeah, great energy from Johnson, and that's really what they're going to rely on, his speed against Lamont's size inside, so they'll be looking to get him to try and get a few more open baskets. Normally DCU got a lot of open shooters. Martin Neary's had a good couple of looks, Archie Makarenko's had a couple of open looks, and in order for DCU Saints to stay in this game, they're going to need to make a couple of those threes, as we see Demons looking to push up and down already.
Jack O'Mahony's first introduction into the game is less than perfect, as Demons concede a backcourt violation with 3.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Neary just thought it had opened up. Maybe it has for Branley as he tries to get around Niall Murphy, but then has Colbert to face. Manages the dish to Makarenko. Makarenko makes the two. Good response from DCU Saints.
Yeah, great start out of the timeout. Coach Joey Boylan talked over. A steal followed by an easy basket. It's just what they're looking for as Demons have switched into their zone on that play.
Here comes Niall Murphy, up and under. Dwayne Johnson with the first of many rebounds today as Kevin O'Hanlon sees that there was a slight overlap there, but it's Branley. That's short, but sniping in there is Archie Makarenko. He still has a shot at this with 11 seconds on the shot clock. O'Hanlon with the drive, spins around Hosford, gets it away to Branley. Here's Neary, and they're going to need to get something away as the shot clock continues to tick down. And here comes Adrian O'Sullivan at speed. Can he finish? Not when there's a foul in the way.
Yeah, good speed from O'Sullivan. As we saw in the Hibernia games, really looks to attack the basket, really aggressive, and just caught on the arm there by Dwayne Johnson as he protests his innocence. There'll be a change here, a couple of changes here for DCU Saints and also for UCC Demons.
So Sam Kiernan and Conor Gilligan enter the fray for DCU Saints. Roy Downey makes his first introduction into the game as Adrian O'Sullivan goes to the free throw line shooting 2. Makes the first. The lead is back out to 10 points. Two from 2 for O'Sullivan. Here's Branley. Downey is happy to pay close attention.
Good move from Donnelly here. Tough call on Roy, to be fair. He's got his hand straight up, but a foul call and one, so Branley will have a chance to go to the line for an extra point. And he started off well. He's one of the young guys that can score. He's missed his first couple of threes, but one thing that Joey installs in the young players is confidence, so he'll keep looking to attack.
Branley gets the bonus and takes DCU Saints' tally to 15. They led at 8 points to 7. That was the last time they were out in front as Adrian O'Sullivan looks for the bank shot and Branley makes the rebound. Now Demons didn't get back quick enough there. They may be punished in that one later in the game, but for now it's Dwayne Johnson on Colbert. Those two will be close together throughout this game, but Johnson will make baskets like that right throughout the 40 minutes.
That's something that DCU are going to rely on, the speed of Johnson. See, we saw him then, the foot speed. Colbert unable to keep up with him.
As O'Mahony overcooks the pass to Adrian O'Sullivan. It's a 2-possession game now. Good crowd in this afternoon. Plenty of young players in there trying to see how the best do it. As Johnson, albeit after 6 bounces, makes the 2 for DCU Saints. Here's Conor Gilligan. Branley may go all the way. Fooled everyone, including his teammates there with the late dish.
Since that timeout, it's been all DCU Saints, and Coach Joey Boylan will be delighted at the fact they've got themselves back into the game, and mainly on the defensive end, managed to stop Demons as well as getting a few points themselves, got them back to 6 points deficit.
Roy Downey making his return to action after a sprained arm. It's still there. There is still strapping on that left wrist.
Yeah, smart use of his body by Downey here. As you see, as he penetrates, he just nudges into Branley a little bit just to get a bit of contact and get the foul called, and he'll go to the line for 2.
studious Joey Boylan, always taking notes. Really does pick his moments in terms of the hairdryer treatment. Most of the rest of it is quite detailed. You can see it in the play of DCU Saints. They're well drilled as O'Hanlon goes to the hole. And it's game on here, albeit in the first quarter. Adrian O'Sullivan combines with his brother. Look to respond straight away. As Kevin O'Hanlon and C&S UCC Demons manager and assistant coach Troy O'Mahony get acquainted there. Just saying hello. The breakaway for Dwayne Johnson. He's pulled up in time. He's hit the dunk. It's a one-possession game at the National Basketball Arena. O'Sullivan pops up in the other corner and hits the three. Quite the reply from the three-point specialist.
Leaving Keewan open on the three-point line is something DCU can ill afford to do. They've stopped it the last couple of minutes, but just fell asleep on that one a little bit.
Johnson feeds O'Hanlon. O'Hanlon pumps the fake and goes over the top. Two-handed grab from Downey. Can't claim it in time, so it's back. Sam Kiernan feeds Branley as we count down to the end of the first. That one rims out from Branley. Johnson with the reply to end the first quarter. DCU Saints 23, C&S UCC Demons 27. That's the way to round it out. Darko Buchan is into the game for C&S UCC Demons. And he feeds Hosford off the jump ball. And it's been coughed up as Gilligan and O'Hanlon combine to dispossess the point guard, but that's a big miss for O'Hanlon. He might be hurt. It's opened up for Johnson to hit another two. And it's straight down the other court, and Hosford, well, he missed his chance to redeem himself off the dispossess, and O'Sullivan had numbers around him by the time it coughed itself up to the number 7, but he was fouled and he will go to the line for 2.
Yeah, you see the presence of mind of UCC Demons there. They give up basket one end, but straight away didn't relax, got the ball in quick. But great effort from Kevin O'Hanlon and also from the new man Sam Kiernan, I think it was, got back for Saints just to make Kieran O'Sullivan earn them from the charity strike.
Looking at that first quarter, Matt, the time in which you normally see Demons put their foot on the gas, it was the time for Saints to come back into it. As O'Hanlon now with the drive threads the needle to to Conor Gilligan. That's a block from Darko Buchan and a good way to impose himself in the game. Somehow Dwayne Johnson keeps it alive. It's back with O'Hanlon. Briefly thought about the open three. Hosford with the block that time, but it wasn't clean, and a drop for O'Hanlon to make the 2. Hosford goes for the crossover. O'Reilly's back in the game, but he's on the deck. It's Spill Clean with 3 blue uniforms around him.
Yeah, just called for a kick ball there, but DCU Saints talk about the end of that first quarter. since that timeout from Coach Joey Ball, an excellent response from DCU Saints, kept Demons to just 4 or 5 points when they looked like they were going to start their normal steamroll. But not only have they done that, they've scored as well. Kevin O'Hanlon's been, and Graham Branley have been really good offensively for DCU Saints, and of course Dwayne Johnson has been the X factor inside with those easy putbacks.
O'Reilly, the open three, duly punished. Demons out to a 5-point lead in the second quarter.
And O'Reilly missed his first couple, but he's made his last two, and that's just something they can't afford to let happen, because he won't miss for the whole night. He'll continue to drain those threes.
Here's Branley. Travel called. So, good manful defence from Demons in the second quarter. Blocks from Hosford and Buchan, but with Saints still sniping, the opportunities for putbacks and offensive twos are continuing. O'Sullivan got turned with his back to basket, and it's with O'Reilly now. Nice pass inside to Buchan, can't finish. Johnson completes the turnover, but it's back now, one-on-one here. Great recovery from Kevin O'Hanlon, and the mid-air pass to Conor Gilligan has allowed Dwayne Johnson to come back. It's for Branley, takes it inside. The wingspan of Johnson, every inch of it used to try and claim that one, but not quick enough that Kieran O'Sullivan couldn't get in the way.
See a little bit of full court pressure, zone press from UCC Demons, but Saints had no problem breaking that.
Kieran inside to Gilligan. Saints boys through and through. Here's O'Hanlon. It's back with Kieran for a three. Good offensive rebound, but and Gilligan hit the deck and still managed to find Dwayne Johnson for two. Levon Colbert on Gilligan.
Fantastic awareness that time down from Gilligan, finding Johnson behind him. UCC, and you just see here, just flips over his shoulders, the wide open Johnson. A great two from DCU Saints. And they're really starting to find their form here since that slow start, and very worthy to be in this game here as they put a bit of pressure on Demons.
Makarenko's back in, and for the first time in this game, number 11, Sean Moore. Sean made the transfer from Talca Rovers last season. Has a hard nose and soft hands for the game of basketball. It's a one-possession game now. Here comes Kevin O'Hanlon. Conor Gilligan takes on O'Reilly, cuts back for O'Hanlon. Johnson from the elbow. Johnson doesn't just have to be under the basket to get his points on the board.
UCC have gone into a zone here, and they've just taken a foot off the gas a little as Colin takes a wide open three. He's missed that one, but just taking a foot off the gas a little bit on defense here, and DCU being allowed to pick the zone apart a little bit and take any shot they want. So we expect to see UCC pick the pace up a little bit.
As Makarenko receives willingly from Johnson and makes the two. Here comes Kyle Hosford. Downey's back in the fray. Here's O'Reilly. O'Sullivan makes the run, and it's freed things up for Levon Colbert to go one-on-one on Makarenko and make the two. And that's the lead back now for C&S UCC Demons. Moore, O'Hanlon, Johnson. Johnson spied the gap, takes the foul, still makes the two. The lead is back with DCU Saints.
Great speed from Johnson there. again. His foot speed is just a little bit too much for Colbert. And he'll just keep attacking Colbert anytime away from the basket. Colbert will try and get him in close where he's got his size, but when there's a little bit of space between him and the basket, he'll look to attack him all the time, I'm sure, with that speed.
That's a 2-point lead now for DCU Saints. For the first time in this game. Murphy's back in the game. Hosford, another open three until Dwayne Johnson arrives on the scene. It's back now with Niall Murphy. And Saints are getting closer and closer, but O'Reilly stepped inside the three-point line that time and made it count from the top. Makarenko, good pass inside with speed. It's 5 versus 4 until Conor Gilligan can get back and cover. Murphy checks the feet twice. Makarenko always looking to make that first pass quickly as O'Hanlon accelerates past Murphy and all the way to the hole before overcooking it and bringing it back to Demons. Another big pass as Downey tries to finish over Sean Moore, but it's back with Colbert. One-handed, right-handed. Demons hit 40. 38, excuse me. Here's Sean Moore to Gilligan. Not short on confidence, these young DCU Saints players, in particular O'Hanlon, but that bounce pass only found Colin O'Reilly, and his bounce pass found Limon Colbert, who drew the foul on his way to the two-handed finish.
DCU a little bit loose to the ball there, looking to pass it inside, but great bounce pass from Colin. You see him here, got a lot of the ball, maybe he just got him on the arm, but when you're chasing the ball like that, you're always liable to get one of those calls against it.
So Demons with the chance to extend their lead from the free throw line through Limon Colbert. And he hasn't done so well. But here comes Conor Gilligan. Tried to duck under Colbert there, Sean Moore. Back to Makarenko, here's Kevin O'Hanlon. Conor Gilligan's inside the three, so opposite check back and misplaced pass has allowed a 3-on-1 now for C&S UCC Demons, and there was just too many options there. So this new setup from DCU Saints has allowed them to pick the pocket of UCC just that little bit, Matt. Here comes Saints and Makarenko with the wraparound. And Branley rejected by Limon Colbert, who finds Niall Murphy. Two-handed to Hosford. O'Sullivan. Nice way to get the ball away to Colin O'Reilly. And Colbert with a manful offensive rebound deserves the finish to extend the Demons' lead. Timeout called with Demons Limon Colbert. Here's Kyle Hosford, and it's opened up for him. Goes all the way across to O'Sullivan, who feeds Niall Murphy for 3 from the baseline. Another offensive rebound for Colbert, another finish. Service resumes for C&S UCC Demons. Makarenko, here's Branley. It's popped up for Branley on the baseline. That was a simple misdirect for Saints. And a good transition reply from Demons through Niall Murphy. Here's Dwayne Johnson. Makarenko now. This game's been playing at speed and the baskets are still coming. It's all about the fast break at the moment. Hosford, little change of speed. The transition is still lightning for DCU Saints. Just about from Makarenko to Johnson. Johnson seeing who's in his peripheral vision. Harding for Branley. Branley finds Moore, drops the shoulder.
UCC Demons. DCU Demons have stayed in their zone.
Hosford on Harding. 2 minutes to go now to the half. Just a 4-point game as Niall Murphy looks up, hits the 2. A chance for Demons to extend their lead. Matt, we lost you there for a minute or two, but we have to say with DCU Saints right in the hunt here, it's because they've been picking holes in that Demons defence.
Yeah, well, we saw in that play earlier that just their ball movement and passing is just giving them the space. Now you can see since then, Demons have very much tightened up their zone a little bit. It's a great shot from Branley on the baseline.
Here's O'Reilly. Still just a 4-point game. Murphy's 10 digits look all be back to working order because he's been scoring. O'Reilly draws the fouls and Saints are in trouble now. They're on team fouls. No matter where that foul comes in, they'll send Demons to the line for 2.
So here's exactly what we were talking about here earlier on against the zone earlier on. Spaces in behind as Demons stretched out on zone a little bit, and easy for DCU Saints to pick holes in them and get behind them. Since then, you've seen the last couple of plays, UCC Demons are very much closed in. There's 4 or 5 feet of the team's feet inside the white paint. They've given up some more open shots. Graham Branley took advantage of that last time down with an open long-range 2. But now they've decided they're not going to let anything get inside, and they're going to make DCU beat them from the outside. And it seems to be working as they extend this lead a little bit now. As Colin probably extend it to 6 here.
90 seconds to go in this first half. It's a 2-possession game. James Harding is in for Kevin O'Hanlon. And needed an extra gear to get past Hosford, and then was caught napping as Hosford will look for the simple finish. And Harding learned his lessons there.
Yeah, good defense there from Hosford as he just picked the pocket there, and that's something that DCU Saints can ill afford.
Strong drive from Dwayne Johnson.
You see quick hands from Horsford there, and then he just runs in the layup. Kevin O'Hanlon's been superb for DCU Saints in this first half, but I mean at some points Joey's trying to get him an extended break here across the end of this quarter and to half time, because they'll need a lot of him in the second half. You See, Owen Darling's missing today. He's on the score sheet, but he hasn't arrived in the gym. I think they're expecting him, but that's really leaving DCU short at the point guard and shooting guard spot. So a lot of emphasis on Kevin O'Hanlon.
Will we see a power play from C&S UCC Demons in the last minute of this quarter? What we might just do is Levon Colbert makes one off the glass. Johnson. Here's Sean Moore. Back for Harding. Much more careful with the ball this time as Branley goes to the paint. It bounces loose. It's just about with Moore. Couldn't make the finish, but it's gone as far as Graham Branley. Steps inside. This time it's Harding. Just about gets the shot away to beat the buzzer. But with 20 seconds left to the end of the quarter, there'll be a chance here for C&S UCC Demons. O'Sullivan to his brother Adrian. Adrian pulls up, steps back off the front of the rim. There's 5 seconds remaining as Dwayne Johnson advances. He'll look to go all the way himself. Early release, just about gets the tip in. Saints back in the hunt with 6 points between the sides at half-time.
Yeah, great end of the half there for DCU Saints. They really got back into the game in that quarter. But Demons just found their form in the last 4 or 5 minutes of that quarter to extend the lead a little bit. But Joik Boylan will be delighted with the fact that they're only down 6, although allowing Demons to score 52 points in the half is going to be troublesome for DCU if they can't slow them down in the second half.
Half-time here at the National Basketball Arena. DCU Saints 46, C&S UCC Demons 52. The third quarter resumes with a number of interesting chapters already put to book as Demons trailed, came back into it, and are leading, but not by much. And in a game that's very evenly contested at the moment, Kevin O'Hanlon is back in, feeds Conor Gilligan. The travel is called. There is a danger with a team like Demons, Matt Hall. Have Saints peaked? Can Demons go on and dominate this game, or is there another tale to be told for DCU Saints?
Yeah, the points scored is very much a problem with DCU Saints. Demons have put up 52. If they get over 100, DCU won't be able to keep up with that, as O'Hanlon makes a great basket, going coast to coast all the way down the lane. But if DCU can keep up, if UCC Demons can keep up this pace, no chance that DCU will score over 100 points. So they need to get some stops and continue that offensive onslaught they put on in that second quarter.
Nice rebound from Graham Branley, one-handed, and gathered himself too. O'Hanlon's back in the game for Harding. Johnson apparently is also a three-point shooter down on top of dunker, grabber and rebounder extraordinaire.
And interestingly enough, we can see DCU Saints captain just below us, but it doesn't look like he's going to play. Owen Donald is now in the building, but hasn't suited up, so they'll go the rest of the game without him.
Hosford dishes to Murphy, back in the corner for O'Sullivan. It's swung around, finds its way to O'Reilly. And play continues despite the buzzer as Johnson grabs the defensive to set up the next Saints attack. And Gilligan swings off the elbow and makes the two, and that's the lead now for DCU Saints.
Again, Demons in the zone and picked apart from DCU Saints, an easy shot inside.
The drive from Hosford, the rebound completed by Dwayne Johnson, but Branley's in trouble with Murphy for company. Gets clear, looks to finish. That one bounced the wrong side of the red line.
Hasty Branley shows confidence all the way to the basket. Unlucky not to get that one to go, but again, the long arms of Johnson gets a hand on the ball, and they'll get another chance to score from the end line here.
O'Hanlon with the inbound. Somehow gets it to Johnson, who somehow gets it to Makarenko, who somehow finishes. DCU extending their lead. Kyle Hosford can't get through, but O'Reilly sloppily spills it. Makarenko again. Saints, their lead is out to 5, and Demons are desperate for a timeout. But not before O'Sullivan can drive and reduce the deficit with 7:15 to go in the third quarter.
Yeah, fantastic basketball from DCU Saints. They've really dominated in the early parts of this quarter, and C&S UCC Demons will have to pick up theirs as Makarenko makes a big three.
Massive three for Makarenko, a two-possession game in Saints' favour. O'Reilly for Hosford. And the timeout can't come quick enough for C&S UCC Demons, but O'Hanlon was disappointed that one hasn't gone his way.
Yeah, and look, he might have just caught him on the arm, and I think after that score from Kuno O'Sullivan, assistant coach Troy O'Mahony cancelled the timeout, so Demons will go on, but a great steal there from O'Hanlon.
And the layup finish. And the roles have reversed to the National Basketball Arena. Saints dominating. O'Sullivan had the reply the last time. Demons need it. Who's it going to be this time? Hosford looks like he needs to prove something against his junior, but Johnson was in to make the block. But too busy celebrating, allowing Lemon Colbert to snipe in and steal 2 points. O'Hanlon. Here's Johnson now. Still the lead is out to 6. And you get the sense that would have gone in no matter what.
Johnson again used this speed. Finds the open man there. You see it late in the second half. UCC Demons changed and put Niall Murphy onto the speed of Johnson. Took Colbert on him, so it'll be interesting to see when they go back to man if they keep up with that.
O'Reilly was scanning left and right, making sure this play was as he wanted it. And it won't fall for Niall Murphy, who has some catching up to do here, as does Colbert. The overlap is there. Makarenko checks his telemetry. Goes for Neary at the top for three. Easy rebound. Here's Kyle Hosford, shoots the three. Nothing but net for the Demons point guard, reduces the gap. O'Hanlon handles that one around Hosford. Johnson outside, Demons still in the zone. Allows Dwayne Johnson to hit another three-pointer and keep that lead to 6 points.
Yeah, I think he was just called for two there, foot on the line, but DCU Saints really need to keep pushing against C&S UCC Demons here. Rarely do you see Demons play with this kind of lack of intensity, and another mistake there from Niall Murphy. And if DCU, as their foul there, can really punish and get up to maybe a 10-point lead, it could be difficult for C&S UCC Demons to come back in this game. Quite a smart foul there from Niall Murphy as he just slows down the play. So it'll be sideline ball rather than letting him get to the basket and risk fouling him and giving him free throws.
Here's Martin Neary. Johnson allowed still to keep pace. Here's Makarenko, wide open, had to make it, and does. And Demons are going to have to come from behind if they want to keep pace at the top of the Premier League table.
Offensive foul call there on Colin O'Reilly for an illegal screen. Have to see it again. Those are always contentious calls there. Here you see it. See if he stood still. No, there's definitely a bit of movement there. To be honest, players do that every single time down the floor. Most time they get away with it, but I guess by the regulations, an intentional foul has now been called on Kevin O'Hanlon, and it's all kicking off.
Downey with the discipline to walk away from that one.
Here we see there, yeah, definitely. Roy probably went down a little bit easily, but Kevin O'Hanlon definitely pushed him off with his elbow there. That's something that Kev just needs to keep his composure against. You're always being pushed up against from an end-line play as a point guard. He just needs to lean into Roy and then move away from him. Instead, he pushed off a little bit. Silly play from Kevin O'Hanlon, and it'll cost his team. It would have cost him a point, but could still cost him one more.
Here comes Dwayne Johnson. Will he go to the hole again? Hands in there from Limon Colbert, just about makes it count. Here's O'Hanlon for Branley. Still a 6-point lead. Can Johnson make it 8? Yes, he can. And that's the biggest margin that Saints have enjoyed all afternoon.
Great play again from Saints, and you just see, as I talk about the tempo from Demons, just a couple of people trailing the play there, which you would never normally see from them, but DCU are really putting them under the sword here and taking advantage.
Roy Downey. Murphy found a route to the paint, but overshot the runway as Kevin O'Hanlon hits the afterburners but can't make the two. Will, however, get 2 shots from the line. And a crucial player for DCU Saints, sitting out this Sunday. Prioritised the Christmas shopping over basketball and was made to pay. He won't suit up this afternoon. And unbelievably, Kevin O'Hanlon has a chance to make a double-digit lead for DCU Saints. And does. Game on at the National Basketball Arena as Saints, who only just climbed off the bottom of the table last week, are leading the defending champions in second place C&S UCC Demons by 10 points with 3 minutes to go in the third. What can Limon Colbert do? Well, he hit reverse in the gearbox and cleared enough space to get around Dwayne Johnson.
Interesting to see if Demons revert to go back inside to Colbert. We haven't seen anything of him inside since the first 1 or 2 plays of the game. They've gone back to their normal style, but didn't see if they're trying to get him back in the post. So we see O'Sullivan just stepped on the line there.
So, Johnson with the inbound. I can't hear myself. Branley steps up, hits the baseline three. It's inside again for Branley. Second bite of the cherry, this time makes it count. The 10-point lead is restored. Colbert this time pushes it out to Adrian O'Sullivan, who had more time than he needed and couldn't make it count. Kevin O'Hanlon, with less than 2.5 minutes to go in the third, they now have a lead to protect rather than build, you might think.
Foul called inside there on Roy Downey. They just battled for a bit of space inside with Archie Makarenko, but Makarenko has the size on him there, as you see. Johnson just looking to off the ball there, looking to pass the ball inside. So UCC Demons in penalty, so it'll be Makarenko going to the line for 2 shots.
And DCU Saints are starting to reap some dividends from the free throw line. And lead by 12 as we look down the stretch. Adrian O'Sullivan, clearly a man who doesn't feel like he needs to hit the panic button just yet. As Downey just sneaks that one away from Branley, but it's off the back of the rim. This time it's O'Reilly to put up the three. This is a miss, and the percentage is dropping for C&S UCC Demons, and here comes O'Hanlon. And Johnson has shown he's a threat at the perimeter as well as inside, as he creeps up on Kyle Hosford. But it's Branley over the top. Rebound and pass from Downey as Hosford comes down the left. Goes to plan C, O'Reilly into the corner. It's another open three for O'Sullivan, and it's another miss for Demons as Makarenko again with the drive, looking to hit them in transition, and Johnson hits the two, and Saints will believe they can win this game.
Yeah, they definitely have to believe at this point. Here you'll see it's almost a 4-on-2 break as 3 of the UCC Demons players very slow getting back, but noticeably over the last couple of plays, DCU Saints have almost not given wide open threes to C&S UCC Demons, but they've been a lot slower getting out to them, believing that they'll miss shots, and they have missed those shots. They've missed the last 4 long-range shots, and unless they can start hitting those shots, DCU Saints won't try and get out to them at all. They'll just protect the basket.
The bonus from Johnson, a 15-point lead for DCU Saints. There's 80 seconds to go in the third quarter as Hosford lines up Limon Colbert to drive inside and make the finish.
Yeah, easy baskets from Colbert is what's going to get C&S UCC Demons back to playing their normal style, so they'll be looking to try and hit him in this last minute of this quarter.
Makarenko, an efficient player for DCU Saints. What about Neary for 3? DCU Saints in complete control of this men's Premier League clash. Downey this time, another drive. O'Sullivan pulled out of the three. What about O'Reilly? And the percentages continue to dip as the confidence in Saints continues to grow. Makarenko at speed, back with Johnson, another two! 30 seconds to go. What Saints can't do at this stage, the timeout's called.
Yeah, and the confidence is really starting to flow for DCU Saints here as they move the ball. Open threes are starting to go in, and all of a sudden when they drive, there's an easy kick inside for easy scores.
The clock is ticking in more ways than one for C&S UCC Demons. As Hosford comes around and O'Sullivan with his third three-pointer in a row that has gone astray. Here's Kevin O'Hanlon. And Saints will look to soak up the last few seconds of this third quarter through their point guard. Here's Johnson outside. It's going to be on the American, and up it comes. Well, that one didn't go in, but plenty have. DCU Saints lead 82 points to 64, end of the third.
Yeah, great quarter from DCU Saints. We talked about the defense and stopping Demons from scoring. That's exactly what they did. They kept them to 12 points in the quarter, and that's resulted in them taking the lead, and a handy lead as it is at the end of the quarter.
Demons have 10 minutes to save this game. Saints have 10 minutes to close out what would be an incredible victory for a side who were ranked bottom for a long time in the Basketball Ireland Men's Premier League. We're only into the second half of the season just now. And Hanlon has a lot less room to work on as he sends Downey to the floor. Complete focus from DCU Saints here as Makarenko looks to get around and does to feed Martin Neary. Just couldn't get the footing right. So it's opened up for Branley and had 3 bites of the cherry there. And it opened all the way up for O'Reilly as he pulled the move on Archie Makarenko to get Demons back into it.
Great move from O'Reilly, but it's the defensive end where Demons are really going to have to step up. They allow DCU Saints to have a 30-point quarter as Makarenko gets away the basket. But if they can get some stops, then they can certainly score the points. But
straight down the barrel of the gun, Martin Neary with his first 3 of the game for Saints. Downey with the drive. That one came off the side of the basket, and it's 3-on-2 now for DCU Saints, with Branley pulling up to assess the options. It's Neary. Makarenko wants it on Kevin O'Hanlon's right-hand side. Eventually finds it at the elbow, tries to spin in on O'Sullivan with a soft finish and a good offensive rebound. But now he's on the deck, and now Demons are on the break. This is a must basket, whatever happens in this game for Demons. And it's opened up for O'Sullivan from 15 feet with the jumper. Branley now. Whistle called on Kyle Hosford. That's just his first infraction of the game. O'Reilly and Colbert on 3 fouls at the moment for Demons. That could become very relevant in the next couple of minutes. Makarenko opens up. He steps inside the 3-point line and makes the 2. 19-point lead for Saints. 1-on-1. Colbert has no equal in this league, including Dwayne Johnson. O'Hanlon points to where he needs it. Branley duly responds.
Yeah, and the ball movement from DCU Saints here, we'll just see they leave Martin Neary open, and he makes that 3. He's made another one since then. And just the penetration and the defense, Roy Downey, I think they're just a little slow getting his hand up to it. And Demons have showed they can score. They can get it inside the Colbert whenever they want to get a basket, but they're going to have to step up the defense in order to get themselves back into this game, because 17 is a huge lead with 7 minutes, 15 seconds to go.
And there's not too many Demons players willing to get Johnson up off the floor, as they show they mean business heading down the stretch. Here comes Kyle Hosford. Murphy now at the top. O'Reilly. The dish was predicted to Kieran O'Sullivan. Makarenko just couldn't keep that one in play as Boylan makes the appeal.
A little bit of hesitation here on Demons shooting from the 3-point line. You couldn't blame them. They've probably missed 6 or 7 in a row here, but they just need to get a few easy baskets, a few easy stops, find their running form to get them back into the game. But DCU Saints need to continue playing the same way in order to stop that from happening.
And O'Reilly again with a missed 3. This time it's Niall Murphy. What can they do inside? It's a miss from Limon Colbert. And the box score will tell a tale of this game. It won't make pretty reading for the UCC Demons. And as Martin Neary passes to where his intended target used to be, possession is with C&S UCC Demons. And it's a neutral venue here today. There's no home crowd to roar on either side. Enough in the house. But O'Reilly, well, he's not a passion player, but that one will instill plenty in his side.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right here. You see Colin grit his teeth a little bit there, really go aggressively for the first time in this second half. Tried to put it on his shoulders a little bit. He's the coach of the team. He's probably one of their best players, if not the best player. If they're going to get back into this game, it'll be on his shoulders, and he took advantage there and went all the way to the basket and completed the 3-point play.
And the Demons bench are off their feet as they try and rally their side and let them know that 6 minutes is long enough to haul in a 16-point lead, as Johnson uses that speed on Colbert, but it went right to Makarenko, who draws the foul.
Yeah, good penetration from Johnson. finds Makarenko, and yeah, Collins' arm's just out there. But I like what I see from Demons there with the intensity on defense.
4 fouls now for Colin O'Reilly as Makarenko gets another go, and this time the leaping finish. Saints say no. Here's O'Sullivan. Time to inject some urgency into this game. Can it be through Niall Murphy? A massive rejection by Dwayne Johnson sets up Saints. Hosford put hands in there. Well, that was a telling block from Dwayne Johnson.
Good read from Hosford there, and just gets hands on the ball and slows down the fast break. But UCC Demons really need a couple of stops here.
Johnson on Colbert, steps back. Neary eventually gets it to Branley, who drives. And the tip in from Dwayne Johnson. DCU hit 90. O'Reilly looks to respond, but the whistle is blown. Johnson making massive contributions on offense and defense, Matt.
Yeah, fantastic block from Johnson there. As you see him from both ends, and he goes down the other end, grabs the rebound and puts it back in. He's up to 36 points already in this game, and well on his way to another 40-point game, as we saw him last Sunday get 40 points against UL Eagles. But again, O'Reilly takes on his shoulders. You really see the aggression there, and it's back-to-back 3-point plays for Colin O'Reilly. But they just need to break it, get it under 10 points, and see how the young DCU Saints can hold up the nerve.
O'Hanlon gets past 2 players to feed Johnson, and it's made an open shot for Graham Branley. Air ball as O'Reilly once again calls the play in himself, tries to go all the way, but it's now DCU Saints. And O'Hanlon is looking for Makarenko and eventually finds him. Travel called along the way. It's a Demons ball.
Yeah, and as a sub is called here in Roy Downey, a bit more speed comes into the last two times down. Kevin O'Hanlon has just tried to slow down the ball a little bit here, and it gets called for travel when he passes Archie Makarenko, but he's just trying to dribble the clock out a little bit when Demons have been looking to gamble and get a steal, where he just needs to continue to attack. Points on the board will sap Demons' energy, whereas if he tries to slow it down a little bit, he just runs the risk of letting Demons back into this game.
Demons trail by 18 at the start of the 4th. Midway through the final quarter, they've just eaten into that gap by a single basket. You can see the frustration on the sidelines from assistant coach and team manager Troy O'Mahony, but it's Murphy for 3. Here's Kevin O'Hanlon.
And as well as Demons play on defense and play with their tempo, if they can't start hitting some of those threes, DCU aren't going to go out to them, and they're not going to get back into this game.
Once again, the athleticism of Dwayne Johnson sets something up. O'Reilly with the rebound, but he's coughed it up to Makarenko. Eventually cleans it up. And that foul could have gone either way, but it's been pinged on Johnson.
Yeah, great hands from Makarenko, but then just couldn't get control of the ball. And the hands caught up. It's always going to go in favour of the offensive player. But C&S UCC Demons down 15. They've shown in the last season half that they can score 15 points in 2 minutes, let alone 4 minutes. So it's just a case of maybe hitting a couple of those threes that they've been missing and a couple of stops the other way.
O'Reilly this time goes inside, flicks the finish in. But will it be enough?
Just like to see a bit more pressure on the ball from UCC Demons. They managed to conjure up a miss there.
Hosford at speed. And accelerated hard enough on the DCU Saints rearguard to draw the foul.
Yeah, a bit more what we see of Kyle Hosford there. He looks to attack Kevin O'Hanlon. And then the timeout's called there. If we can just pick up the pace, C&S UCC Demons just pick up the pace for this last 3 minutes, 31 seconds. You know, DCU definitely have the game for the winning, but they'll have to finish it out. They won't be able to just slow the ball down, so they'll have to finish it out with the pace.
once again. Tries to finish himself. And he'll get 2 reasons to show why the referee had to blow his whistle there.
Again, Collins really taking over this quarter. He's already got 8 points in this quarter, and after missing a couple of early threes in this quarter, he decided to go to the basket, and it's really paid dividend as they've pretty much been unguardable going to the basket.
And the other upshot from that particular foray into the Saints' paint is that Dwayne Johnson, scorer in chief for Saints, is now on 4 fouls. And that could make things interesting, with 11 points between the sides and 3 minutes and 20 seconds left to play. Now Hanlon won't drop the head, and looks like he's got energy to burn heading down the stretch. Makarenko will do it on willpower enough. What about the shooting prowess of Graham Branley? No joy there, as Johnson keeps fighting for those offensive rebounds.
And one thing you can be very sure of, as we see the missed 3 there, one thing you can be very sure of is that C&S UCC Demons has, looks like a little bit of an injury there with Niall Murphy down in the corner below us. Oh, blood. It'll be very easy to catch a stray elbow there underneath the boards. Everyone's fighting for the ball. But as I was saying, if one thing can be sure of, C&S UCC Demons being the undefeated champions from last year, they're not going to just hand DCU Saints this game. They're going to have to make those threes. They're going to have to make open shots in order to win this game. If they don't score again, I firmly expect Demons to score more than 12 points in this quarter, in the rest of this quarter.
O'Reilly crowded out.
Collins looked over the ball there. It definitely looked like it was tipped out of Demons here. We'll probably see it. Yeah, definitely Archie Makarenko was the last one to touch that. So it's maybe a little bit of luck that DCU Saints probably deserve in this game.
Gilligan for 2. Straight off the bench, straight into the scoring.
And again, O'Reilly foul going to the basket. He's unlucky last time down, not getting the ball from the end line, but this time he makes sure it gets all the way to the basket, and he's fouled. Branley just catches them on the arm there, so it'll be 2 more shots for O'Reilly. The time is ticking away from them at the moment.
When we've seen Demons go on power plays, it hasn't been this kind of death by 1,000 cuts. They've done it in big power plays, swathes of scores. They're going to need to really put the foot on the accelerator in the next couple of minutes if they're good enough to get back into this game.
That's it. They're going to rely on turnovers. They need to get some turnovers. They put full court pressure up here on. Need to get some turnovers and turn those into points.
O'Hanlon looks up to the job, but it's back with Hosford and over the top for Downey, who hands off to Kieran O'Sullivan, and they decided the simple finish was the best option on that occasion. Makarenko still driving. O'Reilly got hands in, and it's back with the Demons player coach only until Conor Gilligan can intercept.
Massive play that one. If Demons held into that, would have put real pressure onto DCU Saints, but they've got it back in a chance, and see how close the margins are right there. A foul called on Roy Downey.
Just couldn't resist at the last second, putting the hand in there. Up until what had been a disciplined defense. 2 minutes remaining. 9 points between the sides. Gilligan goes the wrong side for the basket. So it's Downey and O'Sullivan, and I think they know they're chasing a lead here, and O'Sullivan makes the 3. There's still time. 6-point game, 1:42 remaining. The pressure is on DCU Saints. Makarenko inside to Branley for Hanlon. Dwayne Johnson looks in no rush, and that will suit him and his side. Here's Makarenko. 90 seconds remaining. It's over the top for Makarenko, but he somehow gathers. Downey has the presence of mind to let the ball go out of play.
Yeah, great defense from Demons. They're going to make DCU Saints win it there. They just allowed him to shoot that one. There's a massive play here with 1:20 to go, down 6.
Here's O'Sullivan. on Johnson, doesn't fancy it. Colbert looks right and left. They're short on options because Saints are strong on defence, but it's back with Colbert, who somehow finds Downey, who looks to drive. Can O'Sullivan do it again? Not this time. And Colin O'Reilly had to cough up the foul there because he knew the fast break was on, and that puts C&S UCC Demons into trouble, and O'Reilly out of the game.
Here you see that fast break three-pointer from Kieran O'Sullivan, and that's what you see a lot of from UCC Demons. They just started to show their form there, but that second miss from Kieran O'Sullivan has just kind of stalled them a little bit, and Colin falling out of the game with a full minute to go is a big thing.
The last 60 seconds of this game may not flow in the manner that the last 9 have, with both sides on team fouls. As O'Hanlon makes 1 from 2, and that's enough to make it a 3-possession game. And Demons know they need to hurry it up, but not so much that they can't make the passes stick, as Downey and Colbert combine to cough it up. Colbert thought he had a sniff, but it was actually Johnson who was clean through the basket there if the foul hadn't been coughed up.
Yeah, that last turnover was massive in terms of C&S UCC Demons. That's also 5 fouls on Roy Downey, so he'll check out of the game as well. But the fact that they didn't score last time, it's 7 points down, has really put the time against them. Now they're going to have to keep fouling and relying on DCU Saints missing free throws, which you'd expect them to be able to make 1 of 2 at least, and keep C&S UCC Demons at bay till the end of this game.
Demons have lost 2 of their clutch players. Johnson has been the definition of the word for Saints this afternoon as he puts the lead back out. Oxford had to work very hard to set up Adrian O'Sullivan, but O'Sullivan delivers. Makarenko now, and Hosford knew he had to slow down the Saints guard.
Yeah, great sleeve from Adrian O'Sullivan there. Hosford's complaining about the foul, and it didn't look like he was trying to foul him. We won't get to see that one again, but I think the referee might have just anticipated the fact that he was looking to foul him when he really wasn't. They were looking at trying to trap him on the sideline as Makarenko dribbled into a dead end, but the referees might have anticipated that one a little bit, but Makarenko will have to need some line as he starts off well, making the first.
And that one basket is exactly the breathing room that DCU Saints need with just 36 seconds remaining. The second one is what you'd call the icing in the fourth. Once again, Hosford gets around Hanlon, tries the bounce pass, it's a miscommunication, and O'Sullivan can't keep it in play. Dwayne Johnson. If there was an MVP to be handed out in this game, you'd be looking at him. Happy to run down the clock now. Hanlon, Gilligan, thought about going to Makarenko. Clearly didn't need to, as DCU Saints hit 100 points.
Fantastic report from DCU Saints. We've only really seen the real Demons in the first and fourth quarters, but DCU Saints in the 2 quarters in between have been unstoppable on both ends of the floor.
Well, 90 points will win C&S UCC Demons a lot of games, but not this one, as DCU Saints have hit the ton and taken the win, and this is a massive result when it comes to both the bottom and top of the men's Premier League table.